Hello students, I'm Anita Abraham, Associate Professor of English. Welcome to the English classroom. This is video number 27. Today's topic is from semester 4 of the General English curriculum prescribed by Osmania University for students of BA, BCom, BSc and BBA. Today's topic is titled Vocabulary, Commonly Confused Words. If you like my video, please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notified of subsequent videos. Let's get started. Commonly confused words. The English language has several words that look alike or sound similar or sometimes look and sound alike but have completely different meaning. As a result, one comes across words like stationery shop, but they sell books, and hotels sell desserts. When you come across words like this, you get confused, okay? Sometimes the confusion has roots in cultural differences also. It is not uncommon to serve wedding invitation announcing dinner from 11 a.m. onwards. Okay, so you associate dinner with evening, but then in a cultural context, dinner from 11 a.m. is perfectly all right. Sometimes people use big words, confusing them for simple alternatives. Whenever their shortcomings are pointed out, students promise to improvise the next time. So it's very important that we use simple words and we use the correct words in the correct context. Okay, so now let's look at some of the words that are commonly confused in the English language. We need to consult a dictionary and find out the meaning and usage of these words. So it's very important that all of us have a dictionary. I know these words are available on your smartphones. Of course, you can use it, but a dictionary is a good investment to make, and you must use it frequently whenever we come across words that we do not understand, we do not know the meaning of, so that we understand the meaning and use it in the right context. And also when we have words that are confusing, okay, so where to use them, is it an adjective, is it a noun, is it an adverb, we need to know and how to use it also. So it's always good to invest in a good dictionary. You could use Merriam-Webster's, or you could use an Cambridge dictionary, or you could use the Oxford dictionary, whatever you have at home. Or if you don't have, you can invest in buying one of them. So let us look at the some of the words which are commonly confused, and we will use the dictionary to find the meanings of these words, okay, as we go along, and so that we know where exactly to use these words. Now look at the first one: accept and expect. So they're they're similar sounding, so one tends to get confused. Now what's the meaning of accept? Accept is to consent, to take something, or believe, recognize something as valid. Accept, okay, you consent to take something or believe or recognize something as valid. Okay, I accept that what he said was the truth. So you're consenting to it, okay, you're recognizing it as valid. Now look at accept. Accept, okay, the word that you tend to confuse it with, it means other than. Okay, I have answered all the questions except the last one, means other than the last one. So do you see the difference? So it means two completely different things: accept and expect. Okay, now let's look at the next one: admit and join. Admit is to what you call confess to something. I admit that I made a mistake. That is, you're confessing to a mistake that you made. Admit has another meaning also, allow. Okay. Yes, I will admit him to join my class, or I will admit him into the college. That is allow. Okay, that is the meaning. Now let's look at what join means. Join has the meaning of linking or placing together two things or more than two things. Okay, linking two things, putting together two things. Okay, join. Okay, I join the two pipes together, that way. Admit would have the meaning of allow or confess. Okay, now moving on, let's look at awful and awesome. Awful means very bad. Okay, he made an awful mistake, meaning he made a very bad mistake. Okay, um, and awesome has the meaning of very good. Okay, that is extremely good. It also means excel. Oh, that was an awesome presentation, meaning excellent presentation. Awful, on the other hand, means very bad. Okay, now let's move on to the next set of words, bad and badly. Okay, what does bad mean? It means unpleasant. Okay, bad. It was very bad on his part to talk rudely, meaning unpleasant. All right. Now, badly, what is badly? When it takes the ly ending, we know it's an adverb. Okay, it means unsatisfactory. Okay, inadequate. Okay, for example, uh, when you say the building was badly damaged. Okay, it means it was terribly damaged. It was beyond repair kind of thing. Then for examples, if you use it like the players played very badly, it means unsatisfactory. Okay, so that is the meaning it badly means. Okay, now look at before and in front of. This is again two words that we tend to interchange, but they have different meanings. Okay, before means what? It means preceding and in time. Okay, it generally refers to time and what has gone before. All right, uh, and in front of means it's a position. I was standing in front of him, so it is like a physical, almost physical, what do you call, a position. Okay, it's a position. But before means in time. Okay, it has connotations with it's linked with time. For example, the batch before yours, that is the batch that came before you. Okay, it has a reference to time. Now let us look at the next one, beside and besides. Again, we tend to confuse this. Okay, beside means next to. Okay, I am sitting beside Lalita, that is next to Lalita. Besides means in addition to. Besides eating ice cream, I also ate a chocolate. Okay, so it means in addition to eating ice cream, I also ate chocolates. Okay, so that is the difference. Now look at this, break and break. Almost the pronunciation is similar, spelt differently, but it sounds so similar. Break again here means to make into small pieces. Also, okay, that is the glass fell down and broke into several pieces, small pieces. Okay, that is it got shattered into small pieces. That is one meaning. Then when you say I broke into the conversation, okay, I decided to break into the conversation to stop the argument, it means interrupt. That also, that's another meaning of break. Now break Here, brake means it is a device that is used in vehicles to stop or slow down the vehicle. So I braked gently because an old man was crossing the road. That is, you applied the brake gently to slow the vehicle down. The truck braked suddenly when the school children ran in front of them. That is, the truck driver applied the brakes suddenly. That is the device to slow down, to stop the vehicle. All right. Now let's look at the next one. Again, two words that are confused quite often. Okay. A compliment and compliment. Again, almost sounding very close in pronunciation, but spelt differently. One with an I and one with an E. The first compliment is to praise. Okay. For example, he complimented me on my beautiful dress. I complimented him on the excellent presentation. That is praising. Okay. That is the first meaning when you say compliment with an I. Now, compliment means it goes together, something that goes together, things that go together. Okay. They complement each other. What does it mean? uh, they play to each other's strengths. Okay. Or for example, wine and cheese complement each other. That is, wine and cheese go together. Let me think of an example. Uh, uh, the fruits and ice cream complement each other in a fruit salad. That means the ice cream and the fruit go well together. They add value to each other. That is what a complement means. Now let's look at current and current. Okay, now this current, current, and this is current. The spelling E and A, it's spelled differently, almost pronounced. So the pronunciation comes through almost, it sounds similar. The first current would be electricity is one example. Okay, the current is high voltage current, that way. Then you can also have current as in present. The current Prime Minister of India is Shri Narendra Modi. Okay, current at present, that is one meaning. Then you have air current, wind current, ocean current. That is the movement of the water or the air. So you almost have three meanings for current. So depending on the context, you will use the right one. Now this other current, currant, that's a noun. It's a dry fruit. It's like raisin. It's a kind of berry that is found in Middle Eastern country, and it looks like the dry grapes, raisins, kishmish, what you call it, almost looks like that. Okay, so that's a noun. Okay, it's something that you eat, a dry fruit. And it looks like the dried grapes, raisins. Okay, now let's look at 10, die and die. Now, this die, D-I-E, is to stop living. When you say he died, that means he passed away. He is not living anymore. And this die, D-Y-E, okay, the pronunciation is similar. It's only the spelling is different. It is to color something. Okay, color. I dyed the dress yellow, or so dyeing clothes. It is to add color. It's a process by which you color clothes. Now let's move on. So do you see how the words are so close in meaning, close in pronunciation, almost similar sounding, almost, the spelling also, it's just a sound, a letter that's making all the difference. So it's very important that we know the difference between the words so that we don't confuse them. Now let's look at the next one, 11, envy and jealousy. Envy is what? Envy is a feeling or a desire. Okay, envy is a feeling, desire to have a quality or a possession that belongs to someone else. Okay, I envy his honesty. That is, I wish I was as honest as him. I envy his car, meaning I wish I had the car like he has. So it is a desire, it's a feeling, it's a desire to, to have a quality or a possession that belongs to someone else. Okay. Now, what is jealousy? Now, jealousy is something that rises out of. It's again a feeling that rises out of fear, insecurity, anger, helplessness. Okay, so a variety of feeling a person undergoes can cause jealousy. Okay, for example, when I say I am jealous of his good fortune, that comes because I am helpless that I don't have the resources that he has. Or for example, uh, I am jealous of how well he carries himself. That comes out of my insecurity, that I lack confidence. So do you see? So envy is like a desire to possess a quality of or thing that somebody else has, and jealousy is a feeling that rises in one because of our helplessness, insecurity, anger, even out of fear also you become jealous. Now let's move on to hear and hear. HEAR and HERE. Okay, hear is to listen. Okay, auditory it is. And then here is now, at the present time. Okay, that's the difference. Now look at this, these three words. The first one, HEIR, even though it is written with an H, the H is silent. It is heir. It is pronounced heir. It means successor. Prince Charles is the heir to the British throne after Queen Elizabeth. Prince William is the heir to the throne after Prince Charles. So successor, okay, to a position. Okay, that is what it means. HARE, hare, is a rabbit. Okay, that's a noun. And HAIR is hair on your head. Okay, so that's again a noun. But then look at the way, many people tend to pronounce the first word HEIR wrong. They call it hair. It is heir, heir to the throne. The H is silent. This is hair, and this is again hair. Okay, so be careful of the use of words. Now look at 14. Illicit and illicit. Now look at the difference between illicit and illicit. Illicit is something that is forbidden, stopped by law or by culture. Okay, it's a wrong thing to do. Okay, for example, in certain cultures, it is illicit to drink liquor. Okay, uh, uh, it is what is forbidden by law or by culture is illicit. It is breaking the law of the land or of a culture. Okay, elicit here means to draw out, to extract. The teacher asked students a number of questions to elicit the right answer, to get the right answer, to draw out the right answer. Okay, now again we have envy and jealousy, which we did earlier. Sorry, this is 16, little, LITTLE, and the next one is a little, ALI. There's a spelling mistake here. A and then little. A little, LITTLE. Little and a little. Okay. Now, little means small amount. Okay, and a little is an adjective. Okay, and for example, a little cat, meaning a little girl. It is a size. Okay, small size. Little is a small amount. Please give me little milk to drink. So it means a small quantity of milk. But a little it is used in the sense of an adjective and countable, singular countable it is. Okay, when you are wanting to use it in front of singular countable nouns, a little is becomes an adjective. A little girl, a little cat. Okay, so you know it's a one cat, one girl, and the size you're describing the size. Now look at the next one. Much and many. Much is what? Of great quality, quantity. Okay, much is great quantity, and many is indefinite number. Okay, so that would be the difference. All right, much would be a larger number. Okay, and then many would be again indefinite, but there are many students in the class. We are, you know, it's an indefinite number. Okay, many people attended the meeting. It's an indefinite number. Much is of greater quantity. Okay, there is much to do before the end of the semester, so there is a lot of things to be done that way. That is the difference. Okay, now look at 18. Plain and plain. Here plain means level. Okay, plain means level. Plain ground. Okay, the Gangetic plains, that means level, it is flat. Okay, plain. And plane, plain, you can use it as plane, plane, we can use it is for aeroplane. Okay, that way, so you say plane instead of aeroplane. Now look at 18. Stationary, nary, and stationary, NERY. Again, there is a lot of difference between the two. Stationary, NARY, is not moving. The train was stationary at the station. Okay, the came, so that means it was not moving. Stationary, NERY, is books, pencil, rubber, all that would constitute stationary. Okay, uh, now look at 20. Story and story. Okay, story, STORY, is a creative, imaginative narrative. Okay, a tale, TALE. Okay, a story, a creative story. It's a creative narrative. Okay, so that is a story. Now, STORY, story, is part of a building. Okay, the first story, the second story, that way. That is the meaning of story here. Now, let's look at 21. Okay, 21 would be, have we missed any? 20. Okay, let's move on to 21, which is facilitate and felicitate. Okay, facilitate and felicitate. Let's move on. The next one, 21, is facilitate, and the word that it often is confused with is felicitate. Okay, so what is the meaning of facilitate? Facilitate is to make a process easy. The academic coordinator facilitated the admission process. That is, he made the admission process easy. Okay, facilitate is to congratulate someone on something, on an achievement. Okay, honor somebody. Okay, the teachers were felicitated by the students on Teachers' Day. They were honored, they were congratulated. Okay, Now let's move on to 22. Famous and notorious. Okay, famous. What is the meaning of famous? Famous means, what is the meaning of famous? Somebody that somebody well known, important. Okay, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a famous person. That is, he is well known. Okay, uh, and what is notorious? What is the meaning of notorious? Again, somebody who is known but for the wrong things. Okay, not for good things. The opposite of famous is often notorious, or the other word is infamous. Okay, so famous is well known for the right reason. Okay, and notorious is well known for the wrong reasons. Now let us look at the next one. Few and a few. This is similar to little and a little. Okay, few here means small number. Okay, small number. And it also means less in quantity, few. All right, a few on the other hand, means some. Give me a few apples, some apple. Okay, number is not specified. Okay, a small number it means. Okay, all right. Now the next one, great and great. Again, pronounced similarly, but there is a difference in meaning. Great means, again, somebody who is well known. It is a degree, an ability, a quality that is above, much above average. Okay, so great, you use the word great for that. Now the other word grate, Grate, that's a noun. It's the metal shutter kind of thing that goes before a fireplace, and behind which wood and coal is stored. But look at the pronunciation is almost similar. Now look at 25. You have three words: tire, tire. You have the first TIER is pronounced tear. Okay, tear, tear. And then the second one is tire, TIRE. And the third one is TYRE, tire. Okay, so the first tier it is rows, okay, that are placed one above the other. For example, on in railway compartments you see tiers. Okay, two tier, three tier, that is, it is levels placed one above the other. All right. The second word, tire, is exhaustion. It means lack of energy. Okay, that is what it means. And it tired. Okay, this third word, tire, TYRE, is again a noun. It is the rubber casing that goes around a wheel. Okay, so be very careful of the pronunciation and also of the using the right word in the right context. Please don't get confused with these similar sounding, similar spelt words. Okay, now let's look at the next one. To and very. To and very. Okay, what does to mean? Let's look at the next two words, to and very. Okay, so now what does to mean? To means a degree higher than that is desirable or agreed upon. For example, he was driving too fast, that is, driving beyond the desirable speed limit. It also means in addition to, also. Okay, she is coming to, is she coming to? Okay, also, in addition. Okay, that is the meaning of to. Okay, those are the two meanings of to. Now look at very. What does very mean? Very means actual or precise. For example, let's say Those were the very words that Mahatma Gandhi said. Very meaning the actual words there, okay? Or emphasizing an extreme point, in time or space, then you use very. All right. From the very beginning of the book, that is, you're precisely telling, emphasizing on a time or a point. Okay. So that way you use very. Now look at the next two words, trouble maker and trouble shooter. Troublemaker is somebody who creates problem. Troublemaker. Trouble is problem. Problem maker. Troubleshooter is somebody who solves the problems. Okay, so troublemaker is someone who creates problem, and troubleshooter is someone who solves problems. Let us look at the two words in 28, valet and wallet. Here the pronunciation is different. Okay, VALAT, but pronounce valet, the T is silent, and the next one is wallet, WALLET. Valet is a noun for a person or who is an attendant, okay, hired either for parking or for cleaning. Okay, we've heard valet parking in hotels. Okay, so actually it means an attendant, and the attendant is used either for parking, cleaning. Okay, you can have a valet to take care of all your needs in the house also. It's a very British, it's a French word, but it has a lot of British connotation. You have a valet means you have an attendant to take care of all your things. Okay. Wallet, on the other hand, wallet, WALLET, it's a small pouch that holds money. Okay, that holds money. Okay. Now, look at the next two words, tail, TALE, and TAIL. Tail is a story, STORY, creative writing, okay, a narrative. And tail, TAIL, it is a part of the animal, okay, the end part of the animal, the dog's tail, the cat's tail, okay. Birds have tail feathers, okay, so the end part is called the tail. Now, the last one, terrible and terrific. Terrible is what? How would you, what is the meaning of terrible? Terrible means extremely bad or serious. He's a terrible person, meaning he's a bad person. There was a terrible accident. That means there was a serious accident. Terrific, on the other hand, okay, it has positive connotation. It means interesting. Okay, it was a terrific movie, meaning it was interesting. Okay, it was a, it also means uh, it has connotation of great size. Okay, it was a terrific building, meaning it was a huge building. Okay, the dinosaurs were terrific, meaning it was big in size. Okay, that is the connotation, and also scary is the other connotation that it has. All right, so did you see, students, we went through 30 words which are commonly confused in the English language. So what you need is constantly, I was referring to the dictionary constantly to find out, look for the pronunciation, look for the what do you call, whether it's an adjective, noun, what parts of speech it is, what is the meaning. Okay, so all this is very important. You use the to know which word to use in the right context and enhance our vocabulary. Now let's do some exercise so that we become more familiar with using the right word in the right context, and that we don't get confused by similar sounding, similarly spelled words, or words that are generally commonly confused in the English language. Shall we do exercise 1? Fill in the blanks with the correct alternative. So we have been given the correct alternative. We just need to pick up what fits into this context. Let's do the first one. You have made dash mistakes this time. So the two words that are given to us are less and few, both almost meaning the same thing. So we need to pick up the correct alternative, mistakes here. So fewer mistakes. You have made fewer mistakes this time. Now, second one, the sun dash in the east. Races, rises. Rises. R-I-S-E-S. The sun rises in the east. The third sentence, the park is dash the lake. B-U-Y, by, B-Y, and by. Which one would we use? We'll use the preposition by, near. It means near. The park is near the lake, by the lake. Let's go on to the next one. The fourth sentence, the scheme has lost dash purpose. It's one is without the apostrophe and one is with the apostrophe. So which one will you use? It's, okay, meaning uh, it's a personal pronoun. Here it is a possessive marker. Okay, its purpose. All right. 5. What is the dash of your research? Principle, P-A-L, and principle, P-L-E. We will go with the second one, principle. What is the basis, the thesis of your research? Principal here is a noun, the head of an institution. Okay. A tie is a perfect dash to a suit. Complement or complement? Complement, L-E, okay, because it goes well with, okay, it goes well with, complements, the tie complements the suit. So we will go with the complement. All right. 7. Practice well so that you don't lose or lose. Which lose? The match. L-O-S-E. This means loose is not tight. Okay. Here loose is to fail. Okay. 8. Most drugs have side dash. Effects or effects? Side effects. E-F-F-E-C-T-S. Effects. Okay. Uh, dash. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Good. Let's move on to the next one. 10th one. An introduction should dash the presentation. Precede or proceed? Precede, come before. Okay, so an introduction should precede, come before the presentation. Proceed is to go forward. Okay. 11. The captain's decision met with much dash. Dissent, dissent, decent. Which one would you choose? Dissent. Dissent is rebellion. Okay. Disagreement. Dissent here is to come down, and decent is somebody who is good. Okay. Decent fellow, good fellow, that way. Dissent, that is rebellion, disagreement, not agreeing to. 12th one, a violent child should be taken to a counselor or counselor. Counselor, S-E-L-L-O-R, okay, a psychologist, okay, somebody who would advise. Counselor is an administrative position, a ward counselor. It's a more political administrative role. Here it is somebody who can take care of the mental and physical health of the child. Let's look at sentence 13. The case needs dash investigation. Further or farther? Further, more. Okay, farther is distant. Okay, he moved away farther, meaning moved away to a distance. Here it is further, more. I liked the dash part of the film. Later, letter, latter. Latter means the second half. Okay, the second part of the film. 15. Every student should have dash a good library. Access, access, access. Axis is something that holds things together. Okay, axis is have the should be have availability. It should be available, and excess is more. So what should every student have? Available. Should have the availability to a good library. So we will fill it up with access. Okay. So did you understand, students, how these words are very close in meaning? So you need to often pick up the dictionary, check the meaning of the words and fill it with appropriate words. Once you do it, and then you should start using it in the right context. Okay. Now, let's do exercise 2, which is to fill in the blanks by choosing the correct word from the box. So we need to fill in the blanks choosing the correct words, and the words are very similar sounding, spelled similarly. So we need to know the meanings of the words and then pick it up and fill in the blanks. So let's look at all the words that are given in the blank first. We have accept, accept, lead, led, historic, historical, formally, formerly, already, already, quiet, and quiet. So you see that we can get confused because of the similar sounding words, and they almost look like, uh, uh, they can be confused with each other. So what should we do first? If you know the meaning, write the meaning down there, so that becomes easier for us to fill in the blank. If you don't know, then pick up the dictionary and look up the words, write the meanings down first, and then fill in the blank. So shall we do the exercise? The first one: before the bell rang, the students were dashed to go home. All ready. Okay, they were all ready to go home. Second, Chennai was dash known as Madras. Formerly before. Okay, before, in time. Okay, Chennai was formerly before known as Madras. Third, so this is formerly, Formerly. The third sentence: he discovered some dash records during his research. What records? Historical. Okay, historical records during his research. Let's look at sentence 4. I don't think he will dash accept the invitation. Sorry, I don't think he will dash the invitation. It's already filled in for you. Accept. Okay, accept is agree to the invitation. 5, again, the words are there. Let's just read the words quickly again, so that it helps us fill in the blanks. Accept, accept, lead, led, historic, historical, formerly, formerly, already, already, quiet, quiet. Let's move on to sentence 5. I have dash eaten, so I am not hungry now. I have already eaten. Okay, finished eating. All right. 6. I like all books dash the badly written one, except. Okay, except here meaning but for. Okay, exception. 7. Now you can find pencils without dash. What? Lead. Lead as noun. Okay, as the mineral lead. Okay, lead pencils, lead, lead. And then 8, the exercise is dash ec, quiet, quite, quiet meaning very easy. Okay, that is what it means, quiet. Again, we have the words in the blank: accept, accept, led, lead, historic, historical, formerly, formerly, already, already, quiet, and quiet. So let's go on to filling up the blanks. The signing of the peace treaty was a dash event. Historic. Okay, historic meaning a very important, epoch making. Okay, it's a landmark event. Okay, it will go down in history, the peace treaty. uh, 10, writers need a dash place to write. Quiet, Quiet, meaning silent place. 11, Gurgaon was dash renamed as Gurugram in 2016. Gurgaon was dash renamed as Gurugram in 2016. Formally, that is officially. Okay, it was called Gurgaon earlier, and officially it was named, formally it was named Gurugram in 2016. And let's look at the last sentence. The captain dashed from the front, led, LED. That is, he took initiative and took the team forward. All right. So to wrap up, students, what I would say is there are lots of words in English that can be confused because English has borrowed words from various sources, and we have similar sounding words. We have words that are very close to each other in spellings. So it is easy to confuse certain words. So, but then that is no excuse for not using the right word in the right context. So what we need to do is, I would advise you to use the dictionary, look up words that you are not familiar with, appropriate it, practice incorporate it into your everyday use, so that you won't have this problem of confusing with words that are similar sounding or very close to each other in spellings. And that is how you enrich your vocabulary and you become an efficient communicator of the language. Thank you, students. Take care and stay safe.